Hey, soul family. This your girl, Chuck Goddess of Love, coming to you with some tarot. For those who don't know me, I am Chuck Goddess of Love. I do a little bit of everything on my channel. I am who I am. For those who don't, for those who don't like tarot, I suggest you not be here. But everyone is welcome. Cross Watchers Collective. Everyone is welcome to my channel. Okay, I saw 222. I've been seeing 222 a lot. Okay, but my words wanted to clutter together. Okay, y'all already know I get tongue tied a lot. Okay, but okay, for somebody, you could be saying 222 or 22. Okay, so this type of reading today is not the reading that someone wants to hear. But at first, when I got the download, I thought I was tripping. I thought I was kind of crazy, right? 5-5 that I just seen. So I thought I was crazy, y'all. So I had to write it down today. And now, this morning, I realized what was Spirit was trying to tell me about this exact download that, Spirit wants to give to you guys. Okay. So let's see. Where do I start? Okay. Also, you could also be seeing 911. I posted a video, I think it was a day ago. And when I was about to post it, it was 9/11, at night. Okay. So yesterday something happened. Something strange happened, y'all. Something that's not making sense to collective. For somebody, you guys are needed to, keep an eye on your kids. As well as myself too. Okay, for somebody, you have kids or you have a child here. And people look up to this child. You have good kids, you know. This could be a boy child. Okay. So I just want to, throw this out there with the downloads before I get started with, the story. So a gun could be significant. Accident, acquaintance, who this child hangs with. Maybe your child doesn't even really hang with this child, but maybe y'all stay in the same neighborhood. Maybe the hood could be significant. Maybe just a busy neighborhood. Okay. Bad children are significant as well. School, end of the day is significant. Police. Okay, collective. All right. Whoever this message is for, someone has a child, a son. Okay, maybe it doesn't have to be a son. Someone has children out there. All right. Maybe, like I said, Clay, you stay in the hood or a busy neighborhood, but your child is surrounding themselves around you know another child, a sneaky child. Okay, Colette, you even know this child. Okay, so this child you wouldn't suspect what's about to happen to again. You wouldn't expect this child to do exactly what this child is about to do. All right, y'all. You are very, very strong collective, different. You have been chosen, by God. Okay, so you have work to do. Okay, if you're having fun, fun time is over. Just like my fun time is over. Okay, so even though I was having fun, it's only because I wasn't doing nothing, smoking marijuana or whatever. Because I'm like, well, I'm not working right now. I'm sitting here, under stress. Okay, and when I get under stress a little bit, I smoke marijuana a little bit, y'all. Cause I'm like, damn, I do so much. Like, I feel like, on my healing journey, it has been a success. I'm not perfect, so sometimes I may relapse. I might stop smoking marijuana for 6 months and start back. Okay, but it's only temporary. Okay, but fun time is over, y'all. Okay, back to work. Okay, fun time is over. Back to work. Okay, I'm just gonna throw something about that about my sugar daddy, my old friend. It's been red flags that's been coming up, y'all. I've been paying attention to them, but like I said, fun time is over. Okay, I guess Spirit said, "Oh no, 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 you won't be concerned this one. I'm gonna show you why. Everything good. It's just that pay attention to the red flags, okay? Because you are woke now." And it's like, if you go put yourself in situations that's going to be hard to get out of because you refuse to pay attention to those red flags, and that's kind of like your fault, collective. Okay, but yeah, fun time is over for me, and fun time is over for you. If you have been, chilling, just having a little bit of fun, collective, fun time is over because you have been chosen. All right, y'all. All right. Here it goes. Archangels, guardian angels, ancestors, all the spirits of the white light. Oh my God, that's not what okay, coming to help me channel. Clear any disturbance that may creep up in my video. We trust you and you only. We know you will not deceive us or lie to us. We know you will only tell us what we want to hear, but what we need to hear. The truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, activate. Okay, y'all, I was getting brain fog. Okay, and that's kind of the reason why I guess Spirit's like, okay, your fun time is over. Okay, brain fog could be significant. Okay. So, fun time is over. Okay, y'all see how I'm about to mess that up? I about want to start my video over. But I know when Spirit says enough is enough. Okay. All right. So, that's that. All right, collective, you got a child that, goes to school. This could be an elementary school child. All right. Something could possibly be about to happen at an old school that your child went to. Okay. Something is significant about a child that your child used to hang with. Okay. Something is significant about a gun, collective. This child that your son, daughter, maybe hung with, this person is fit to bring a gun to school. Okay? Will it be loaded? I don't know. But can I really sit here and say I don't know? Because I'm going to tell you something else. Okay? All right. So these are downloads, y'all, that I had got. Okay? So, hold on. Just give me a second. I got a download January 19. I was just sitting in the house in my living room watching TV, okay? Trying to chill, okay? Because I'm always damn busy as hell, okay? And it sounded like it was a war going on outside, okay? It sounded like a war. It just sounded like fire. And then, after you heard pow, and then it seems like 2 minutes later, it was like bah. Like it was like a shoot-off, y'all. A shootout, y'all. Okay, I was like, whoa. And see, I started tripping. My first thought that came to my head was to school. Now, how that would have looked with me calling the school and said, is everything okay there? Is something going on? I had to calm down, y'all. I was like, hold on now, girl. You want to call no school and be looking all delusional or whatever. Hold the fuck up, man. Now, hold up. Now, because what if this ain't no school shit was going on? And, you're just going to sound fucking crazy. So I had to relax. I was like, okay, hold on. They is working on something, by the road. But not, those tools, it's constantly banging. Sounding like gunshots. That's kind of rare, y'all. You just don't hear people outside working and shit just sound like gunshots. Now I can understand the heavy noise, something falling, but this was something different. Okay, that's when I realized, could this be a school shooting? But who wants to think about like that? I don't want to paranoid anybody. I don't even want to get paranoid. Okay, so I just something happened yesterday that took me back to that download with a school shooting. Okay, so there's going to be an accident at school. Okay, the devil is going to try to use, your kids to get to you, the collective, because you're too strong. You've been chosen. Okay, it's not been easy getting to you. 9/18, 9/19. It's something about the number 9 as well. Okay, being that today, I got that download on 29 about, the gun accident, Also, this could happen on the end of the day, y'all. Let me slow down for a second because I feel like I'm running. I'm trying to rush. Okay. I have time. Okay. Anyway, something's going to happen at the end of the day. I got a call at the end of the day yesterday. Now, so it was kind of weird, the school. how I know school, because something happened at the school, but it wasn't a shooting, but it was just weird. All this go hand in hand, collective. So, collective, where you're going to be at the time of this, this incident, I don't know. But for some reason, the school is not going to be able to reach you for some odd fucking reason. So they're going to send the police to your door. And, they're going to say, like, the school been trying to get in touch with you, and things like that. Okay. This reading is different for everybody. I was about to say story, but like I said, collective. The school's going to try to get in touch with you, and they're not going to be able to find you. Okay. And now for somebody here, this incident is going to take place at an old school that your child used to attend. Okay, it's going to be at the end of the day. Okay. The police is going to come knock at your door and, tell you need to come to the school. All right. So, collective, it's going to be an accident. Okay. I'm not saying that your child, something's going to happen to your child. I don't know. Okay. But we're going to say, it is going to be an accident. Either, this person that your child used to hang with is going to, do something. Maybe shoot someone. They're going to say it was an accident. Okay. Now, for somebody, this could actually be, a school shooting. Okay, being that, I told y'all about gunshots going off. And maybe collective, your child could be, attending this school, when this happens. Okay? So, yeah. Don't panic, collective. Okay? But that's all I'm going to say. Okay, y'all. Collective, pay attention to your children, okay? Because the devil is after you, collective, and they know that, and the devil knows that you love your children and you are raising your children right, and can't nothing really get in your way right now. You are more powerful than ever, and you just have to continue just to pray over your children, okay, y'all? I'm just gonna say that, as well as I have to as well. Okay. Your child is being influenced by other children. So the only thing that we can really do is train our child the righteous way. Train up your child in the way he should go, and when they're older, he will not depart from it. You just got to keep installing, righteousness into your children. And let your children know, like, don't just be taking anything from anybody, because, your child knows who you are, collective. They know you, and sometimes your children hide things, okay? And the last thing we want our children to do is hide things from us, okay? We have to tell our kids, like, it's consequences, okay? We are not going down, for our children mishaps, so it's important for us to teach our kids, when your child is under 12 or whatever, you going down for your child making the wrong decisions, and we want to protect our children. We do. I want to protect my children, but it's important. It is very important for us to install righteousness in our kids, and for our kids to have their own minds, be their own leader, and don't follow. Be a good role model, to your children, around your children, so they can be good role models as well. Okay, so we pray that, everything will be okay. Okay, Archangel Michael, send a protective shield around, me and the collective in our children, okay? No weapon formed against us shall prosper, okay? In Jesus' name, we do pray, amen. Okay, so that was for, okay? So, Spirit, can you give us like one message to go with, this download, okay? So what I'm going to do, y'all seen me, getting the cards right. All right, so we just want one card, okay, to go with this reading. All right, let's pull one. Bad intentions. Bad intentions. Someone, doesn't have good intentions. The devil doesn't have good intentions either. The devil doesn't have any good intentions, and the people, the children that is influencing our children, they don't have any good intentions. Not all children are bad. I'm not saying that, but these are some badass children. 2026, we need to be aware of who our children hang with, and we need to keep an eye on our children. All right. Kids are bad, and other kids are going to be, trying to influence, our children to do bad things. Because remember, everybody looks up to your children collective. You are raising your children to be right. Do right. I said right. Yes, to do right. And we have bad intentions. So whoever has this gun, and this person want to say it's an accident, this person has bad intentions. Whoever this child is that hung with your son or hang with your son or whoever collective, they got bad intentions. Whether you see it or this child, you don't really see it, or maybe you did. Maybe this child did something that, made you realize, oh, this child is bad. 16. So it's bad intentions, this school. All right, somebody has very, very bad intentions. It's going to be at the end of the day that you're going to find out, something happened collective, because somebody going to say they couldn't reach you, okay? All right. So let's get into it. I was guided to use, my holographic tarot, okay? So I'm guessing like, out of all the cards I have, something is going to be graphic. Okay, I don't really want to talk about this reading, but if I don't get the reading out, then it's just going to come back. And now that I have everything that I needed to deliver this message here, I meditated on it, so something's going to be graphic. Because I was like, Spirit, why this holographic, graphic? So I'm sorry, you guys. Like, nobody wants to hear about a school shooting, okay? But somebody knows exactly, what they're doing. The devil is after your child collective. Maybe, I guess what I'm trying to say is, this school shooting here, somebody is after your child. Somebody could be jealous of your child. Somebody in elementary school is jealous of your child, and they have bad intentions. If this is at a high school, someone has bad intentions around your child. Someone knows your child. Somebody wants your child. And I can't say, flesh wants your child. It's the enemy. It's the devil. But it's not going to prosper. But just because, when the police say they can't reach you, you might be thinking, something's, your child could possibly been shot or something like that. But your child will be fine. Not saying this is not going to be a scary situation, collective. Okay? So, take every message to God, okay? All right, so Spirit, just tell us what we need to know, Spirit. Something is definitely going to be, graphic, I'm not going to get too much in that, y'all. All right, give us something, Spirit. Something. All right, so 2 fell out. We got Justice and the Empress here. It's giving me you are protected. Okay, yeah. And also, this could even be, the justice system could be getting involved here, And like also, why this came out together, you are protected here. Okay. But, like, it's giving me like the law could get involved, All right. You could, be even, about to talk to someone in the justice system. The Empress and the Justice, why is this here? Okay, Judgment. All right, we got judgment that just turned out in reverse here. Okay, yeah, somebody's going to try to call judgment on you. Okay, something is not going to work out. Okay, because you are protected. Somebody's trying to call judgment on you, collective. So it's giving me like this is all coming back to you, pointing towards you, collective, because you are protected. You another type of breed, collective. Okay, you got the imprints here, and you got the justice, and you got the judgment in reverse. Something is pointing towards you, collective, with this justice here. Okay, and I'm just going to take, the judgment out, and I'm going to show you here. All right, you see right here, this thing, all right, is pointing to you, imprints. So it all goes back to you. The enemy does not like you, wants to take you out of here. Okay, wants to, but not going to succeed here. Because you are law. You are the justice system. You are righteous. You are right. You do things the right way. And by you doing that, can't nobody call judgment on you. It won't prosper. You are protected here. You are protected here. Let me focus on the cards for a second. All right, because I'm getting something. All right, so you are looking, you are aware. All right, and also you do everything out of love. Okay, this is why something cannot hit you. Somebody gonna be trying to call judgment on maybe your child, and it's not going, to prosper. Give me more with this, Spirit. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Why the Queen of Wands here, Spirit? This one to turn out, but I'm not going to take it because it didn't fall. So, Queen of Wands. Why's the Queen of Wands here? Let's say the Seven of Wands. Somebody's, fighting back. This could be, the Queen of Wands fighting back. Fighting to try to defend something here. Okay. Queen of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is Seven of Wands here? It's 23 minutes already. Okay, yes. Definitely somebody from your past here. Okay. So, let's say this. Okay. Let's say this. Let's say if you was watching this child, okay, in the past. Queen of Wands, the Seven of Wands in the past here. You could have had to, whoop this person in the past. Like a hickory is giving me like you could have had to, use maybe a belt on, this child here that was, acquaintance or a friend, with your child. Okay. So maybe this child, had a little demon in them. Because, you done had to whoop this child for somebody here. Okay. So you could have possibly whooped this child in the past, okay? Let's see why the Six of Cups here. Because you did have to, test somebody up here. Let me see. Six of Cups. Yep. Why Six of Cups here? Or maybe, your child and this child could have been fighting, They could, your child and this child could be rough, with the Five of Swords. Like if you didn't have to whip the child, you weren't watching this child, your child and this child could have been fighting, could have had a lot of fights. you know, a lot of competition. Hey, I can beat you, you can't beat me, or I I can, throw a hard lick than you, or you know how kids they always like be in competition. I can flip better than you. You know, this child could have, always been in competition with your child. This child could also envy your child. Because you got this Five of Swords looking at this Six of Cups. And you got a Six of Cups clarifying notice Seven of Wands. And you could have been watching this. And you could see that someone didn't really like your child like that. You know, even if you watch this child collective, you notice the signs because you the imprints here. All right. You treated, whoever this child is fairly. Okay. But something here, judgment in reverse here, obviously, something's, bad is about to happen. Yeah, for sure. What else, Spirit? This child, could have made your child cry, Child could be a bully. Queen of Swords. It's gonna be like this Queen of Swords is like, yeah, come on over here. You could have had a posse whoop this child. But this child definitely, for somebody's after your child. Okay, this is definitely somebody from your past. If you know somebody from the past, because these reasons are different from everybody. This could be an elementary school or high school. This is definitely a school age child. All right, something is planning on, somebody's planning on doing something at the end of the day. At the school, and they're gonna say it was an accident. All right, the enemy, he cannot hide here. Cannot hide. We got you. Queen of Swords, why is it here? Yeah, you could have had to put your sword, whoop somebody ass, collective. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah. It's giving me like you had to whoop somebody. Because, somebody bullying your child, y'all supposed to be playing in here. Y'all in here trying to fight and shit. Now somebody getting hurt. Now I got to whoop your ass here. And this child was, this child is definitely sneaky. Five of Swords, just sneaky. Always doing something. Always was doing something. And then this child could have acted like, he was doing other things like working. And then, you like, nope, I saw that. Okay, let's get something with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. You got, the Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody knew exactly what it is that they were doing. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Yeah, so this give me like, this child just thought that they was always sneaky. Let's say this child is like, this child could have been 5 when you was babysitting, or so what? This child could have been sneaky as hell at 5. You could have noticed this in this child. Like, when everybody probably could have been saying, no, this child not bad. This is a good child. But you knew it. You seen through this child. And this child had, some devil blood, okay? But anyway, this child could possibly be acting like they wasn't never doing shit. Man, with the Two of Swords. Okay, this child already know exactly what they were doing. Okay? And this is why you had to, this sword is raised up on whatever this is. Yeah, because, also, you could be working when somebody make this decision. Because somebody's not undecided on what it is they want to do. Somebody knows exactly what they want to do at this school. Because you do got the Queen of Swords here, Eight of Pentacles. Yes. Let me get more. Okay. Give me two swords. Why two swords in reverse here? And somebody knows exactly what it is they want to do. Now they want to work on something here. How they want to go about, doing something with the Page of Swords. Somebody knows exactly what they want to do. They see it. They see exactly what it is they want to do. They could be discussing it. They could have talked about it. Okay, somebody could have talked about what it is they want to do here. Somebody was undecided, not undecided no more. Somebody is working on a plan here. Okay, like I said, this could also be for you, collective. You could be, working when, on something when, the police come knock at your door. Or you could be doing some type of work. They can't find you. They can't, locate you here. Yeah. And you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna want all smoke because, like I said, yeah, you got your sword raised, okay? You're gonna be upset. You're gonna want to know how this happened, why this happened. This don't make no damn sense. How the fuck did this happen? Give me more, Spirit. It failed. That's too many. I'm not taking it. It looks like, all these cards want to be in reverse. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, all these came out in reverse, collective. You got the Two of Pentacles here. Somebody no longer juggles. Somebody knows exactly what they want to do. And it's not, this is somebody with bad intentions. Okay. Somebody with definitely bad intentions. Something that's coming back around. Okay. Somebody is talking about something. Somebody already done made a choice. Somebody watching. Somebody knows that what they want to do. Ten of Cups. Family. Friends. Some type of relationship. Some type of involvement. Ten of Cups. Over here. Magician here. Got a magician here. Somebody definitely trying to, do some type of shit. Cause some type of, somebody trying to cause some type of uproar with your family here. Is what I'm getting with this magician. Even though this is not in, reverse. It could be like somebody, wants some type of uproar to happen in your family. Disrupt what you got going on. Okay. I don't know if this child is working with somebody. Or this person. This school age child. Because, with the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups, somebody could be, working together. But like I said, somebody was definitely, hating on somebody, competing with, somebody in the past. Give me something with this magician. So I see three people sitting here with, their hands, in the air. This is the Queen of Swords here. So, you got the Ten of Cups. You got these two people with their hand in the air. And then you got the magician, with his hand in the air. Okay. So, like I said, Kalita, you are a powerful person. This is you coming up as a magician in your family. Okay. You are the magician in your family. You are the magician. You are the head. You are the head of your family. The King of Swords. You coming up as you tough. You're not hard to get to. You're not hard. I mean, you are hard to get to, collective. The devil can't even mess with you. You are a fighter. You don't just sit there and let things just happen and for people to just do exactly what they want to do and not take accountability for it. You're a fighter here. You're not letting nothing slide anymore. You call the shots. King of Swords. You and your King of Swords energy here. You speak the truth. You will go to war behind yours. That's what it's giving me. You will go to war behind your family. And you know, Two of Pentacles came out. And you know, the King of Pentacles. Yes. You know, you might be having a hard time, you know, with your money, because you even juggling your money. You coming out, it's like the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I'm talking about you are abundant. You are abundant as hell. You sitting here like you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, seems like money could be funny. Like I said, with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. But you juggling here. You making shit happen here. Okay. But like I said, you could be, you know, doing something when this, you know, whatever this is happens, this shooting happened, or, you know, whatever it is, somebody gets shot at the school or something like that. It's going to be an accident. Somebody going to say it's an accident, but it's damn sure not no fucking accident, because somebody knows exactly what they're doing. Somebody being a problem as a child. Somebody is a problem as a child. Okay. And you are aware of this, because you got the sight to see. Yeah. Because look at that. You're not blindfolded. You have a sight to see. You ain't undecided. You see every fucking thing. You see every damn thing. That's why this King of Swords is right here with that sword up. Yeah, with the Page of Swords. Young energy here. Young energy. Yeah. Somebody is ready to, you know, take action on something. I'm telling you. Queen of Cups here wants to fall out here. All right. And we got, yeah. Look at that. Got the Seven Swords. Somebody knows exactly what the fuck they are doing. Queen of Cups. You could have possibly been, you know, try to show this child so much love, affection. You try to give this child everything here. You can't save them all. And that's sad that you can't save them all, because kids with bad intentions is going to do what the hell they want to do. Our job is to pray over our children, especially if you're in the hood. You just got to be careful. You just got to be careful. It's always something. After one thing, it's another. It's always fucking something. Literally. But the devil can't hide, because we see his ass. We see you. We know you ain't never up to no motherfucking good. Like I said, you could have, you know, try to show this, you know, this child, or whatever you want to call this child, school-age child, whatever. You try to give this child lots and lots of love. But for some reason, how you love on your child, this child saw that. That's why there was always, you know, in battle, always bumping heads, always trying to make your child cry, always trying to fight your child, and you was watching this. And if this wasn't you, you know, whooping somebody else's child collective, or your family, or whatever this child was, or this could also be, you know, somebody's family member or something. I don't fucking know. But some of you could have treated somebody as a family because it's here. Maybe you could have, you know, whooped them, or maybe somebody was whooping somebody here. Shit, laughing about it. Little damn devils. Ace of Cups. What's here? Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. Something definitely, you know, probably you know, crying collective. Somebody probably, this person could have, this child could have just stressed you out, you know, when you could have been possibly watching this child or wherever else, you know, something could possibly have you in your head already, you know, or you could be in your head about a relationship already. You could have other things going on, and now you got to worry about this incident. Okay, like I said, you could have gave this child a whole lot of love. Okay, this child could have stressed you out whoever you was watching. So somebody was over here, you know, crying. Let me see what this is. Like, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, yeah. It's a lot of swords in this fucking reading. Is you know, when I said I heard all of them, it sounded like gunshots outside, fight. It sounded like a war was outside. This is all like action, war. Motherfucker ready for war, war, war. All these cards, Knight of Swords. Something is happening here. Something is happening here. Somebody's trying to, rush towards you. Whoever this is, and it's not a Swords energy. This Queen of Cups. This is you. This is you, collective. Queen of Cups. Somebody's running towards you. Somebody running towards somebody here. Trying to do something quick. Ready to start this war at the end of the day. Because this is my last card. And I said at the end of the damn day. I noticed this. Knight of Swords. This person is ready to rush and do this. This person could have also been, planning this. This person could have been stressing this, ready to go on, with this idea, this plan. This Knight of Swords. Could be thinking about a plan. Stressed out, ready to do something here. I'm done. The Emperor. Feeling powerful. Feeling powerful. Just stay prayed up, collective. I pray for everybody, even, myself as well, my children. We just all, have to be vigilant in everything. Online school, I have been thinking about online school for a few months. And, I actually went through a situation yesterday with my son. And, that's how I came up here and brought this out. Because, this was a download, concerning, my child as well, but it went a little different. But I was like, Spirit, you have been trying to give me this message. How this went, it was just crazy. It's just crazy how the Spirit works. Okay, how the Spirit try to get your attention. Okay, it's just real crazy. So yeah, somebody is definitely ready to, ready to start war. And this could possibly leave a whole bunch of people scared, because it's dealing with people. It's dealing with a lot of people. Whatever this Knight of Swords going to come in and do is going to leave a lot of people, scared. This is going to be a scare. I don't see nobody getting hit. The police just wants to tell you, collective, that I don't know. Maybe your son finna be involved with something. Or like I said, somebody wanting to get your child involved in something. Collective. Okay? So, you are protected, collective. Okay? It's just that the devil don't like you, but F the devil. He can't do nothing with you. But you're working for God. So, thank you guys for watching my video. Okay? Bye.